Welcome to the additional lesson about how I prepare my charts from scratch, as we have just a new fresh chart from Geo, and I want to show you step by step how I'm preparing for my trading day and what I am focused on, and overall how I'm doing my my markups. Right, so the first thing I'm doing is right click on the chart, go to properties and change to the scale fix as on. So now I can move my charts on every direction, like similar to the trading view, which most of you like. I'm just trying to avoid making any analysis on trading view due to the differences between wicks, candles. Sometimes these differences can be really important. So I'm doing everything just on my platform. Okay, the step number one is marking the zones on the 1 hour time frame. I'm looking for supply and demand as close to the price action, the actual price action as possible, to not have any mess on my chart. So I see here the big supply zone. Yes, from wick to here. Yeah, here was the buy for a huge sell. This leg out has enormous volume, so this is what I'm focused always. Yes, the leg out need to have higher volume than the base. I just change my favorite colors, as the zone based on the candles are for me with the gray background. Next one, here I see the good demand zone. Yes, this leg out has a definitely 2 times higher volume than the base. So here I will mark my demand zone. Yeah, I'm doing the descriptions for later. Okay, and I see here as well a big difference on volume. Here was the compression with strong push, and it didn't change to the sell, but it continued as a rally. Here we had definitely reaction on this area. So here could be some really big buyers. And what I learned after all the weeks, months and years of trading is that I am now not so perfect with drawing the zones, because based on the intermediate part of the course I would use only this small one candle to draw the demand. Yes, this small, it's the same as here. Here I would use only that one candle before the leg out, but now change my approach, and I like to see bigger zone, because I accept some bigger move as the liquidity graphs, the higher ones. Sometimes the news can break the small zone and then the price is rejecting back. So I accept bigger moves, especially that my zones now are also based on the volume profile tool, which is really the range. And we are not able to mark perfect range. Range is just a range. It can be plus minus few pips. So I learned that I need to accept bigger moves or small breaks of the zone to see, to believe that the zone is still valid. Yes, I learned more about structure and the moves, so I'm not so perfect with drawing exactly wonderful, beautiful zones, because as here, yes, the zone, if I would draw this only by this one candle, it would be broken by the week. And now I accept this zone as well. It's still for me valid, especially after move like 200 pips. Okay, so no more talks, unnecessary talks. Here I have 3 zones. We'll also describe this one. This is what demand. Yeah, so now I'm going to add the volume profile into the chart with my template. And yes, here's the small one. I would love to see way more days, or like 15, to see the point of control. I'm drawing the first one, like somewhere here. I want to make it as these lines. Okay, and I would call this POC from yesterday, so it was 19th of May. Great. This one from 2 days before was already broken, some retest and nothing special here also. So what I'm looking is the point of control still untouched, untested. So this one is from 16th. Yeah, I hope that this will be not so long video. I just want to show you how I'm preparing it, what all my decisions, how my decisions are based on what. This one is from 5th May. Yeah, I'm copying these levels by double click on the key level and then with Control key on my keyboard. Yeah, I'm copying the lines and or zones. And what's done? Yeah, I have 3 point of control still untested. Here could be also one, but I don't believe that today we will have 250 pips move just in the first few hours of my session. Okay, so now what I would mark as well, the zones based on the volume profile tool. So here I also see that my previous supply matched perfectly with this high volume range. Yes, I see here very long horizontal lines, so it means that he was played large volume. So as I prefer zones without background, I will just this is my zone based on the volume profile, like this. Okay, another one here yesterday. I would call this as a supply, like this one. There's 2 supplies close to each other, because definitely the biggest volume from the whole day was played at the end of New York session. So I have another supply, H1 supply based on the volume profile. And here could be also demand. Yes, just in case I would just mark this to show you how I'm doing my zones. Something like, or maybe this one. Yes, so this is range. We cannot be sure how to draw this. Maybe just the small one like here, maybe the bigger. I will just in future know that when price is going to my box, that here was a demand in the past. So no more perfection in my zones, but still key levels need to be perfect. But I accept bigger or smaller zones. So here's my demand based on volume profile. Good. Now I am going to the previous week to mark the also important point of control, like this one. I like to change the color. Let's see, this one, and this is the previous week point of control. Good. And let's see how actual week looks like. We have already here the biggest one. It could change with price would go lower here to this around this demand area, because these two levels are the closest. The closest when we are talking about how big these are. But yeah, why not to mark this as actual, just in case, to watch the price. Maybe if we'll be looking for a buy, this could be the safe take profit level. Oh no, not actual, but just a weekly point of control. Good. So now I have almost everything. Just going to market profile to choose the per Asia. It's just to see the point of control from actual session, the previous one. It should be same, of course, as the daily right now. But if I would mark this later on the day to check the price action, to make the summary of the day, the own one, I would know how to use this. So here's the next point of control. Oh yeah, Asian, and with different color. Asian pork. So now I have everything from my tool. I'm going to delete this. Okay, now it's time for another tool, the imbalances. Also loading my template. Good. And now I'm looking for the levels with still untouched levels, to see if in future maybe the sellers or buyers will still hold the price. I'm just checking if I have set this to the 0, and yes, 2 days is enough. I'm not looking for something like a very old past. So I see here the first one, and this supply close to the pork. Like this. Oh, it's not copying. Okay, no worries. Yeah, and here this is the H1 imbalance 16 to the 0, and let's make it like this, tomato. But as a line. Good. Next one. Here are already filled, but very big one. Interesting. Yes, 46 on the ask side. It will be too many key levels. That one is already filled as well. So maybe in lower time frame, I'm going now to the M30, will be also something. No, everything from this side is already filled or broken. Yeah, so usually I am doing this as a almost last part on my chart. So if here would be this without this week, I would say that I would mark also this line on the higher edge of my demand zone as another level. Good. So what now? I'm going to mark the Asian high and low. Asian high and low, where the session started. here. This one crazy candle. So I know now that weekly park is also my Asian. Oh, is also my Asian high. And how far we are? 30 pips. I'm marking my another both levels when I'm sure that the Frankfurt session already started, to see the highest and lowest point. But let's say that just for now, if the price will not go lower directly to the demand, that here we have the Asian low just for now. Asian low, I like to make this as an orange line with small dots. Yeah. And just now properties to show object descriptions, and I am set to the day. Good, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this will help you a bit to see how step by step I am preparing my charts for the day. Thank you for watching.